That perfect cutoff.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Nicely done.
Hello, hi, welcome to Twisted Perceptions. And as you can see, our pre-game chatter is always something a little crazy. Today we learned about how Lyrie could strangle a child if she wanted to. So don't you love
Necessary
how,
life skill, if you ask me.
don't you love see and listen, doesn't it sound great when it just comes completely out of context like that? It's amazing.
Listen, man, I'm pretty sure everybody here could strangle a child if they tried hard enough.
You know, there's a 15-year-old child I'd
Yeah,
like to
me and my
punch
shrimp
a couple
say
of
no.
times.
I wanted to strangle him and hug him at the same time.
Just so you know, we're all talking
Same
about
thing.
family members, so like it's legal, kind of, maybe, I don't know. But
See, but like the best way to strangle a child like that is you get him in the bear hug and then you just squeeze.
Yes, that was my special move as a teenager. Was the boa constrictor.
This is
man.
day 500 of seeing how long it takes for us to get canceled.
Listen, if Bishop hasn't been canceled, we're not getting
Yeah,
canceled.
no, exactly. Bishop hasn't gone, we ain't going nowhere. Shout out to Bishop, by the way. We love you, man.
So we got a lot of like crazy announcements for you guys. Let's just start this one before we hop into the episode. We have decided as a group that we are merging with Player Hater Gaming. This is something that we probably spent, I want to say, 5 hours like actually discussing and like ironing out the details. But we're going to do a slow but sure merger with Player Hater Gaming, another Dungeons and Dragons Twitch stream, and it's going to be a lot of fun. They're a great table of people, and they've proven themselves to be very good friends. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. We're actually going to get another thing going with them so that you'll see people from our table and people from their table playing in a game as well. That'll be published and released to the public. But that's all I can give to you right now on that one, because there's still a lot of stuff in the background happening in that. You should actually, you guys will probably have an announcement on that here soon. But from there, welcome to Twisted Perception, hosted and presented to you by Player Hater Gaming. Shaq, you have something?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
Because now that we're back to campaign proper, we can properly utilize these things. Welcome to me in English. Hurrah. Anyways, you guys noticed this if you were watching us for our two-shot that was run by Brandon from Player Hater Gaming. But now that we're in campaign proper, once again, there's a few more details to look at. So if you didn't know before, we have changed up the way that we can use channel points now for you guys to have some fun.
Chat
So if
domain
you'll-
clerics.
Yes, we do. You guys are our, what we call chat domain clerics now. So my favorite thing is our chat domain guidance. For a certain amount of channel points, you can now give basically a guidance die to a character. There's one for each person, and they can utilize this similarly to the guidance cantrip. So if you want to offer us a itty bitty little bit of help, then use that. So our chat domain guidance die. We also have twisted lines, which I greatly look forward to seeing utilized, which is if you use a certain amount of channel points, you can then put out a phrase or a sentence that you want a particular character to say in character. Make sure that these are appropriate to things, but have fun with that. And our last one is a deja vu dice. If you are not familiar with the way that those work, deja vu dice can be distributed to either Azirus, Connor, or Raminor to have a possibility of a glimpse to the future past that they experienced that may or may not influence or help them in their current adventures. So have fun with that.
Well,
We're
Koresh
starting.
has a guidance.
Yeah. Karans currently has a guidance die.
Paresh has
Nice.
a guidance?
Already,
Yes.
yes.
Oh boy, this is going to be fun.
I just want someone to get asked to say something obscenely sexual. All right. Now That is my goal for tonight. I need someone to tell Az to say.
No. See, something better would be Az saying something wholesome.
Yeah, actually,
Terrifies me. That terrifies me more than the sex stuff. And I don't know why that is, but it just is.
Yes, you can make any of us say anything,
You
including
just have to
the
specify
DM.
when you redeem that who you want to say the line. So make sure you do that.
You can indeed make me say things. Now remember, if you try and make me say things, I will make them terrible. So just remember that. So let's go. Oh, Haliki, you got some guidance too. Well,
I think with that would be that
I have one.
it cannot be a line that just intrinsically does not go with the character at all. Like you're not gonna make Ramonor say, "I hate every living being."
yeah. It's just not happening.
He
As
might
you
say
also
it
have
out of
one-
context, like, there are some people that are like, "I hate every being." Like he might do something like that, but it won't.
Yeah, that makes sense.
These requests will be fielded by the moderators in chat. If we
Yep.
feel that something is not appropriate, it will be shoved in the corner and you will have lost your channel points. So
Ramonor, you got your guidance too.
We all got guidance.
they're just flooding in. I have two. They can only have a max of 3 of them active at a time. Be aware of that. Don't flood one particular character with 5 billion of them.
My Twitch popped up and said, "Give your guidance to Az." Who am I to ignore the Twitch? I just didn't.
I already have 3. Do not give me any more at current. You will waste your channel points.
It was just like, give it to Az. Give it to Az. So
I do have a lot of channel points, so I guess as the dungeon master, if I really want to help you out, I can give you guys chat domain guidance too, just if I really want to help you out.
That's scary.
All right,
So
guys.
I think this might be hard.
Who said this is going to be hard? You just finished a big fight. Why would I throw you into another big fight? Come on. Who am I?
Because it's fun.
Because it's you.
Because you're you.
Ford. This is coming from the man who threw me into a fucking deep dark dungeon with mind flares all over the place by myself, away from the rest of my party. I am not
did that to
one
yourself.
to be naive.
You did that to yourself.
My character was traumatized and went to smoke a blunt, and then you stuck a squid person in his face. How is that my fault?
That's what you get for doing drugs, okay?
Are
you sure?
call out.
Are you sure that squid dude wasn't a figment of your imagination?
Nah, you know what? This is what it is. Ford decided to start a DARE campaign. That's what this is, okay?
Well, but Ford's scarier than the DARE campaigners.
Yeah, no, exactly, because the
Ford's scarier than most things on the face of this earth.
Can we just agree that like those after school specials?
Wildfires.
No, exactly. But like, you guys remember those after school specials, right? The ones that told you not to do drugs, but then eventually led you to doing drugs. Yeah, those ones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ford is the only actual deterrent.
You did.
Anyway,
drugs
we
and
have
then
a
I woke
campaign
up
to
in
get
front of
back
Davy
to.
Jones.
Yeah.
He said, "I did a drug, and then I woke up in front of Davy Jones."
Oh man.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible person.
He called me Jack Sparrow.
Well, let's pan back to last week for all of our 11 viewers. Hello, all of you. Thanks for being here.
Why, thank you.
Oh, thanks. Last week, you guys bested a blue dragon, and some of you came into some interesting powers and things like that. Interesting items. As found an egg of sorts.
The way that you say that completely terrifies me. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Koresh
Egg.
found a rapier. Az was also hit by the brunt of the magical energy that is released upon a dragon's death and was knocked out subsequently.
She became the Dragonborn.
Az has been out for about a week now. We pan back to city proper a few more. You can see the spire where the dragon once laid is now there, but all the magic has returned to the city. It seems as though the dragon was what was keeping the magic staying away. You then all turn to one another as Az starts to roll around in the bed that she's laying in, finally waking up after a few days. As your eyes jolt open, the last thing you remember being a white flash of light and then your body hitting the ground. What do you do?
As jolts up, and in particular, as fast shit. Fuck.
Well, shite, that fucking nearly made me shit my fucking self.
Romanor's not phased, but he does, gently bring his hands to both of her shoulders. Are you okay?
Connor just quietly brings
Are you
over
with us?
a damn wineskin and just hands it over.
Just completely gives up on trying to say anything at all, takes the wineskin and starts drinking.
Well, welcome back to the land of the fucking living, lass. It was fucking touch and go for. It was a pretty touch and go for a time there.
How long was that again for?
About 3 days.
You said a week.
Oh, my bad.
Did I say a week?
You did say a
You
week.
did at the start.
Oh, I'm dumb. I'm sorry. A week.
A week.
A week.
Oh, well, can't have been unconscious for about a week.
As you've lost about 20 pounds from just being unconscious, you look a little more frail than normal.
Does not feel right. I remember the dragon. And that's it. Has
Yeah,
anything
well-
happened since?
You jumped in front of me. I don't know why you did that. I probably could have handled it.
To be quite honest, lass, we haven't left the city. We figured you needed some time to recuperate and, not possibly die on the road through the crags.
It looks to Ramanor. I remembered something. And I didn't want it to happen to you. Might as well be me.
I mean, I remembered us killing that dragon, but I don't remember anything happening to me. It's not that I remember.
And all I know is I need more drink. And she just shoves the wineskin towards Connor. You gave it to me, you're gonna refill it.
Connor already had another one on hand. Like, if she pays attention, he probably has
knows.
like about 10 next to him, just like waiting for her to wake up to just be like, here.
Just takes it and starts sipping this one a little more slowly. And she swings her legs over the edges of the bed and just kind of starts, trying to stretch out stiff muscles from laying
This does
down
not
forever.
scare me at all. A deja vu die for Az.
Oh no. Somebody put in the points for deja vu dice already?
Yeah, he's
Forward.
currently over there in the corner.
That's me.
Well, I feel like now is an appropriate time to use it. So,
Cool. Even or odd.
let's go even today.
You got it. 6. So you think back to the dreams you had, and one of them being particularly clear. You remember fighting a dragon riding a lich. And at some point, you yourself turning into a dragon to help combat what was happening.
But she's sitting there stretching, kind of trying to think, and then you all just kind of watch her freeze. Like, you know, it's the visual representation of the Windows reboot.
Sounds about right.
You okay?
Do you need another one? Connor already has like 2 in hand. Right between his
One
fingers.
in each hand, like, let's just
No,
get
not
her
even. They're
drunk
just sitting like right
second.
here.
As you know, you already looked as pale as a sheet, but I mean, soon if you keep turning that light, you'll be translucent.
Oh. That is a good question. Okay.
Brandon's asking if she can stockpile.
He just answered.
You can Az can stockpile up to 3 deja vu dice, but remember Raminor and Connor are also available to get deja vu dice now.
And I'm just here.
The fairy and the changeling, just like we exist.
The
Don't
deja
know
vu
why.
dice.
We're like, we don't know where we fit in this narrative, but we're here. We exist.
And I've actually wanted to add something new to the deja vu dice function. Even or odd, and I'll give you something that is relevant to the situation you're in right now, obviously, that is from your past / future. Or if you can guess the exact number that I roll on a D12, I'll give you something that will lead directly to a helpful place or thing.
Can you do both? Like you say either you can say even and odd and then guess a number?
Sure, yeah. But
Oh,
If you were
so
playing
Ford is
craps.
turning us into gamblers.
Okay, I may already have been a gambler.
Sorry, roulette.
but-
just let you know. So if you ever want to guess like 5 or something like that, and I roll a 5, you'll get even more help. You know?
Ford has given us roulette.
All I could hear is the devil went down to Georgia and he was looking for a soul to steal.
So she just kind of like, I'm gonna file that information away for a little bit later. I am not dealing with this shit right now. Just kind of looks to Koresh. Look you. And
Well, at least you
stands
know
up.
she's all right.
And she just stands up. What do we need to do next?
Well, at current, we're still on the path to the crags. Unless we wanted to take a detour, we know where the pass is now. If you...
When you guys thinking about taking a detour, you know that if you go to the east, you can go to the city of Kawik or Kertouge, or even the Sentinel Peaks if you're trying to go far east.
Question for us.
Sure.
Could Romnor have bought like a small jar of nourishment beads?
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
So, understand that I'll just come out and say I still don't know my fucking place here, and I know you guys have some grand destiny or whatnot. We know the path to get to where I need to go, and we can take that at a later date if need be.
We're here. We may as well.
Moment. I don't know if any of us have a clue what exact direction we need to go in for our thing. Nothing is the same as it was the last time. Might as well
And
find
look,
a way to get you a little more ingrained.
and also another thing is too, I do have, and he pulls out the brass ball and kind of like launches it up in the air a little bit. I still have this that we can use to go to Hammer Falls that we never been to. That's always an option to see what's going on over there.
far. Well, if we're set on the crags, may as well get this shite over with, because right now it just feels like you live in a fucking nightmare. Like, literally, it sounds like
Welcome to the
a
party.
it sounds like a shitty poem made by a much more inferior bard than myself. Oh, your brother's back from the dead. Ooh.
Somehow those two are just fine. And she does this gesture and she's pointing at Heliki and Ramanor. Just, yeah.
Hailiki kind of shrugs and she's like, "Oh no, I'm not fine. I'm traumatized." But I smiled the same.
Not gonna lie, Connor's just
I'm
gonna be
losing
like,
my sanity, but it's
What?
fine.
She just like kicks her legs real calm, like, you know, swinging them around. She's like, everything's fine.
She's like, I'm not okay, but everything's okay.
The dog, it's the dog with the fire.
Az looks at her and you just watch this like look of like, okay, I'm mildly afraid of this one. Because that's not okay.
She said, I'm in danger.
I'm in danger.
Ramanor makes a mental note to talk to Heliki.
It's like we need a dad talk, we need a therapy talk for this one. Like,
Listen, if Ramanor ever tells anyone that he's disappointed in them, they automatically have to take a D4 of damage.
Yeah.
sounds about right.
watch us roll max damage every single time. Like, it's just gonna be a thing.
I mean, of course I'm okay. Yeah, that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to protect you all and make sure I stay up so you stay up.
Interesting theory, MacGuffin. And she just like taps his head.
And Connor just over in the corner, just
I'm just here. As just kind of like waves a hand, just go grab your things. I don't know where you put mine. Where did you put my things?
Koresh just
Is
holds
okay,
it.
right
so
here next
this
to
is
you.
actually the question.
Koresh.
Did y'all like so to put her in bed, did y'all like take off her armor to put her down, or has she been in her armor for a week?
No, we've probably taken her out of the stuff. Koresh
Probably
has
put
the
her
bag.
in common clothes or something.
The bag.
Lord, is it showing now?
Yes.
Fuck.
Go ahead and tell him.
So, but she's been laying down a week and she's not wearing her armor that usually like comes down and covers her forearm. But on her right like bicep is a tattoo. And it looks like it's been there a long time. It's nowhere near new, but it is of a blade. Like there's a rapier. And wrapped around it from handle to the tip of the blade is a rose and the stem with thorns.
Quick question: did we cover? Was this one of the things that Koresh saw when we did our whole 3-month level up
Yes,
thing?
you know,
Okay.
Koresh, that was from the conversation with Koresh. I don't know if Ford wants to let people do a history check to see if they know anything about that mark,
Sure.
but
Who wants to roll me some history for me?
because as realizes that she is not in her armor, she kind of like stops again and looks at Koresh with murder in her eyes. Like, you let this happen?
See the thing.
Koresh
that's
is just gonna look back and with telepathy, it's like, what the hell do you fucking want from me? I'm sorry that you decided to fucking go Barishnikov and launch yourself into a fucking dragon explosion.
That's valid, man.
That's a 17.
Ramanor will not check because he doesn't care.
I mean, Hailiki
It still
can.
has. Doesn't matter what she's got tattooed on her.
That'd be a 10. She knows nothing.
And as I feel like you know this a little better than I do, why don't you go ahead and explain it to Connor? Connor is the one who knows.
Honor is going to recognize this as a family crest, of a noble family from further. It was up on the archipelago of the world map that we have of a particular protective line, and they should all be dead.
Alright, I'm gonna call you right now. Bye.
Connor's going to look and be like,
So you've seen this. So you've seen this for a week, though. This has been like, because she's been out of her armor, and this is a fairly big tattoo on her bicep. This has been something you've been looking at for a week. So I don't know if that like would impact it. I don't know if Connor's told the party anything or like brought it up. Yeah.
no.
But there's that.
Connor wouldn't, because of the fact that he realizing the impact of such a tattoo, he would wait for her to wake up in order to have a mental conversation with her in order to decide with her what to do going forward.
Also, for our viewers, let's just say this. Isn't it such a great thing as a dungeon master that I don't have to intervene at all? They just kind of go on and do their thing. Great. Love it. Sweet. I'm here.
I'm sorry, Ford. We love you.
Sit back, shut up, and let the chaos reign.
No, this is amazing. Let the chaos reign. I love this. Go for it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna sip my
Romanor.
coffee real quick over here, Kermit with the tea.
This terrible, terrible coffee. Okay.
If Az has anyone to just not be worried about, it is Romanor. He doesn't dig into people's lives.
Or it's just sitting here like, I'm sorry, all right? I can't help it. I didn't mean to. I didn't think. I'm sorry. You exploded.
But your year, Koresh has your year.
Also, do you want me to take a look at this egg? And just like holds it up. It's like, I did happen to learn a new trick that might be a bit helpful to understand actually what the hell this is.
Okay.
One.
Can I hear
He looks at Koresh. Fuck you. Just fuck you. 2. You've been going through my things.
You've been asleep for a week and you taught me how to be a rogue. I hardly see how this is my fault.
There is honor
He's
among
kind
the
of got a
three.
point.
Yes, but there's
Heliki raises
also...
the hand real quick, and she says, "I didn't go through your things. Most
Thank
of it has
you.
metal on it, and it hurts."
As, look at me, look at me, look at me. Understand something.
Az is just a danger zone for Heliki.
You-
Everything
you-
about Az is dangerous to Heliki.
She'd touch her anyway to save her life. She would do it.
Oh,
Understand one thing, as I have issues with boundaries, and this is one of those times. So, do you want me to figure out what this is or not?
No. And then giggles.
No.
I think he's like, that looks like a no face, but also I have no idea if it's a no face. So giggle, giggle.
You figure it out.
surely
The
going
rest of
insane.
you, I would like to get decent.
All right, shite. And fucking Korish walks up, and Korish is going to ritually cast Identify.
Okay. Can you tell me what identify does again, so I know how much information I have to give you?
So technically, it's for magic items, but I'm guessing a magic egg, if it is magic, would be involved in this. But let me get you the full thing.
I pulled the spell up in Twisted Rolls.
Yeah, you choose one object that you must touch throughout the casting of the spell. If it is a magic item or some other magic imbued object, you learn the properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement to use or how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether there are any spells affecting the item. So basically, it'll tell me, like, if it's a magic item, what the magic item is. It's literally just to be like, oh, it's this thing.
Got you. It's a griffin egg.
That bitch is mine. Bitch is mine.
Heliki is a druid. She can take care of the egg for you till it hatches if you want.
Holy fuck.
Then it can be all yours.
And like Korish has that, like, you know, like the little impulse imp in your brain that tells you to do things that you probably shouldn't do.
Like, I wonder
And
what
it's
it
just like-
tastes like.
No, it's not even that. It's not even that. But it's like I have the sudden urge to shake the fuck out of you, but I'm not going to do it. He puts it back in the bag.
That's animal cruelty, sir.
It's like the apparent there's apparently an idea that when you hold a child, you have irrational thoughts to hurt it, but you know that you're not supposed to, so you don't.
It's that same impulse in your brain that's like, I could eat you up right now. You're so cute, but
Oh
like,
yeah, cute aggression. Yeah.
yeah, that. So like, you're just like, it's just Cora's just like looking at this thing like, oh, I could pull some fuckery, but Az would also sever me from the taint up, so I'm just gonna put you back.
Romanor will stay in the room for a moment after everyone leaves. And kind of just put a hand on her shoulder. You okay? You think you're sturdy enough to get going?
When have I ever not been? I'd have a broken limb and I'd still go.
I get that, but being unconscious for an entire week, especially without much food, and we couldn't get you to swallow anything, so just want to make sure you're okay.
Fine. Just need to train again.
Okay. And he takes out this jar and pulls out what looks like what is essentially a boba. A
Boba
boba
pearl.
bubble. And he hands it
Boba
over.
pearl. I want to make it canon that all nourishment beads and good berries are boba pearls now.
Yes.
Adorable.
The boba shops now exist in the fantasy realm. And
no.
boba is
No, that's a bad idea. If it's all beads of nourishment, it's a bad idea. That's indigestion.
I mean, that's just boba anyway, but anyways.
Guys.
Each
Yes.
each boba pearl would be an entire day's worth of food.
Yeah.
There's at least 15
anyone in the
each of
chat,
those.
if you've had boba, please tell me I'm wrong. Or agree with me.
That
Anyways.
is adorable.
Yeah, he has it over.
Shaq, your basic white girl is showing.
It's true.
I am a Hispanic that grew up in Los Angeles, where all the boba shops are. Okay.
Your basic white bitch is showing.
Whatever.
Love
All right,
you.
Romanor
It's
hands
okay.
over the bead of nourishment.
Sips
kinda-
iced coffee.
He gives her shoulder a clasp again and gives a little bit of a squeeze. I'm glad you're okay.
Oh, it's kind of hard not to be when I've got people like you around. Which is the closest she's ever gotten to a compliment in like ever.
All right, you have to take a D4 damage for giving a compliment.
Really?
Do I actually?
No, no.
I was fully ready to do it too.
Oh, Romanor takes the D4 because it's something he didn't expect.
Sounds about right.
You were in a coma for a week and now you're nice? What is this?
Like, who died?
Man.
Who died? Me. Kind of. Anyways.
No, I figured you would be okay. There's too much spite in you for you to not be. He just walks out.
Robert really just said this bitch is too angry to die.
And he walks out.
He kind of like cracks a smile
It's
as he
kind of
turns
true.
around. She
It's
kind
kinda
of
true.
cracks a smile as he turns around. Just, I've been through worse, and then shuts the door, eats the bead, and immediately just kind of starts. She just changed, pulls the armor on, just in like the immediate first thing she's trying to cover is her tattoo. Like,
At some
always
point
does.
throughout everything, and after like everybody's kind of left her alone, she will hear Connor's voice softly, as if like he's not trying to take too much of her attention away, and all she'd hear is, "I don't know if you want to," which I'd understand why, but I know the story of the tattoo. And if you don't want to talk about it, I understand. But I think the rest should know. And he just leaves it at that.
He doesn't respond immediately, and it's kind of that sense of like she's working through how to respond, but also is very consciously not letting him hear her thoughts. So she probably like takes off the necklace real quick, so he can't just hear her like figuring out what to do.
Profanities.
Screaming profanities mentally. Or just audibly, you just hear the faint thing from up in the room, just fuck, shit, fuck. Like, it just, no. And eventually, just, the more you know, the more likely you are to die alongside of me in it.
If anybody was around him downstairs as he was drinking, he would end up start laughing. And then they would look at him
Flying
like,
out of the nose.
what the hell's wrong with him? And she would just get back, it wouldn't be the first time. And it definitely won't be the last. And then she would get an image once again of this trigger.
Make me sad.
Hey, one person survived that.
One person
Survived.
Survived.
Became a pot
Cries
of
and
plants
suns
and
at
woke up
me.
unconscious.
You woke up unconscious.
Yes. That fits him, doesn't it?
We won't
Because
dig
he's
into
such a
that one too
fucking
deep.
wild person.
It's true. All right, cool. So you guys walk into just kind of like the lobby of this inn, and you see that there seems to be a small kid who's like standing behind the bar. Everybody is sat down. Az is the only one that's not sitting at a seat now. Az, what do you do? Or just what are we doing?
I can't wait for Az to share any of the information, because Ramanor's reaction is just going to be great.
I guess if nothing happens, is any of the party going to discuss anything while she's upstairs changing?
Ramanor's got
Or
milk
she's just
and
fucking
cookies
around with a griffin.
available. Are cookies and milk available?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Ramanor's got that.
Yeah.
He's dunking chocolate chip cookies in milk and just eating them.
Yeah, milk is a pretty new thing on their menu. They heard from it by the city of Lamps, and there's this everybody's loving this whole milk craze for some reason.
Koresh is doing that thing, and I will use the spell slot for this, where he's got like the egg placed like an arm away from him, and like Bigby's hand is like in between that, and pretending to like press the egg, like you do with like people's heads.
Hyliki is busily writing out a detailed action plan of how to take care of a griffin egg for Az, just in case Az doesn't let her take care of the egg for her. So she's like, look, if you don't trust me to do it, I'm going to give you detailed instructions on how to not kill the baby griffin. Because, growth is important. So she's like,
Koresh hasn't told anyone
hurriedly
yet,
writing.
though. Hold on,
She
Koresh
knows-
hasn't told anyone yet.
How does she not know what a druid? Like, she's a druid.
I'd give that to Hiliki. I'd give that.
All right, we'll give that.
I was
to
gonna say, like, as a
I'd give
druid,
that to
I would feel like she'd know what a griffin egg looks like versus any other egg. So she's like sitting there, hurriedly writing out this plan, being like, Az doesn't really like me very much, but maybe I can like sneak it into her armor or something. Just. She's gonna like not sign it at the bottom and be like, this is definitely not from Hiliki. Just so, like, she's not in trouble. Like,
The
don't
egg came
hate
with its
me.
own manual.
I love how chaotically good Hiliki is.
Is the definition of chaotic good?
Mm-hmm. That she
Like,
is.
listen,
Okay.
I love you. I think you're great, but I respect that you hate me. It's okay, but please take the instruction manual.
This bitch came with instructions.
Az will eventually make her way downstairs. Armor on, no longer needs to have weapons strapped to her because magical goop. I don't know why this was the gesture for magical goop, but it is now, and you have to live with it. And just looks around at everyone.
You may want to take a look at this.
He'll go over, kind of poke it gently.
So he's going to like they're just gonna gently set it down, and like they've made like a little nest out of like a bunch of plates so that way it stays upright. That's a fucking griffin egg!
For screaming. She just kind of. I want to know why the fuck there was a griffin egg in a dragon's lair.
Well, I
Who
can
the
answer
fuck
the question.
knows?
And then she kind of like,
She looks over to Heliki with the kind of like, go on then expression.
dragons really like to hoard things, and sometimes if they think that the thing is valuable or shiny, even if it's a person, they keep it all to themselves in their little hoard. And maybe if the dragon had an egg already and it lost its egg, it just stole somebody else's egg to replace its egg. Kind of like the little nuthatch birds go and they steal someone else's egg because their eggs got stolen by the woodpeckers. And yeah, like that.
I'm just imagining hummingbirds taking one of the larger bird's eggs and raising it.
You know, Hiliki, that makes me very angry because that was exactly what happened. The dragon lost its damn egg and stole another egg.
This is like the reverse of the cuckoo, where like they lay their egg in somebody else's thing, and then that thing becomes a fucking deadbeat shithead.
This is what happens when druids have thoughts. They're just like, this seems like a logical answer. If it lost its baby, it just took the nearest possible baby and was like, well, that's my baby now. Like,
He's gonna hold up a hand. Just like, he cannot feel good from having been out like that for a week and just. So you're telling me that I stole a stolen child?
Connor, instantly,
they
other
really
wine
like
class.
fish, and their beaks are really strong. So don't put your fingers near it, and it's absolutely gonna try and bite your fingers.
He just kind of waves away the wine and looks back at the egg. Do we know when this is going to hatch?
Possibly with that identify spell, but if I have had a timeline of understanding of how long it's been in there.
Oh, you'd have to give me a nature check.
I'm gonna make a
What
nature
is-
check. I don't think I'm gonna be great at this, but I'm
Roll
gonna
it,
try.
Make a nature check.
I'll try. Too,
Oh?
just...
That's a 21.
Wow.
Oh, never mind.
You know that it's got a while before it's gonna hatch. It's got some time.
You got
Kind of. Well, it's not hatching anytime soon.
Oh, I wrote you an instruction manual. And she brings over like a veritable book, like this thick, on how to look after this egg. And then you gotta turn it like a 3.5 quarter rotation every like 4 to 6 hours so that its wings grow even. Otherwise you'll get one big wing and one little wing and then it won't be able to fly straight. It'll just go in circles.
On
That's a hilarious sight.
how the fuck are we supposed to take care of a griffin egg?
Well, I
When
mean,
we-
it is.
Are almost dying every day and a half.
We could sell it. I mean, they are fucking valuable.
You can send it home. They take care of all kinds of animals there.
With your nature check, as you know that griffins are actually pretty native to the crags where you're headed.
There's one thing about
we should
selling
just-
griffin eggs though is like their parents get real mad, and their parents usually can smell their babies from really far away.
I mean, true.
Now she's looking at the egg like, no, I don't want to fuck with this shit. She's just like, Griffins are native to the crags. I say we take it to the crags, leave it somewhere easily accessible, but not where someone's going to step on it. And move on with their
Are-
lives.
Well, now hold on just a moment. Just so I can play devil's advocate here. If the dragon stole the egg, there's a high likely probability that the parents are fucking dead.
That might not be totally true.
How could the Griffins have even gotten into the whatever the fuck it was that we were in?
Again, the parents may be dead. Even if they're not, there's no guarantee they find this egg if we put it out there. I can send this home with some sort of courier. They can take care of it there, make sure it lives and has a way to survive. Like he said, it takes some looking after, and if it has nothing to look after it might just die if we leave it there.
Alright, so counterpoint. If we're taking in all the information, we take it up into the crags. If the parents just so happen to be alive and decide that they can smell the egg and want us fucking dead, we can offer it back as a peace offering. Maybe they'll like us better because the dragon's the one that took it first. Maybe. I don't fucking know, Griffins, alright? I've been sitting in the fucking slums for far too long to really give a shite about that. But
I do like a nature check of griffins and their temperament.
Is there a bag of incubation?
a bag of incubation. We could look for
One
that.
time we don't have an artificer in the party. Oh man.
Hey,
Actually-
don't tempt me. Connor will.
Hold. Sorry, out of character thought here. We're in a city that's not far from the crags where these things are native to. You think that there might be, like, I don't know, a griffin expert somewhere within this town that could give us some insight?
Maybe.
Is that
Potentially?
Ford?
That's not like unheard of.
Is there a Pokemon daycare we can take this thing to for it to hatch? Or...
Can we
gonna
breed
stop.
it with a Pikachu?
And is gonna look around for. I'm assuming we're in a kind of like inn, right?
Yes.
She's gonna look around for someone who looks like they work here, possibly the innkeep.
You look around and you see a child standing behind the bar.
Az isn't gonna question it. She's seen weirder. She's gonna walk up to the kid. I have a bit of an odd question. I'm not from around here, and I need a bit of help.
We can tell that you're not from around here. What do you need?
That's
That
a
is
kid?
not a kid. That is not a kid. That's a fucking halfling. Or a fucking dwarf. That's gotta be something, not a kid. That voice is like, I just smoked 20 packs a day.
Has this kid been smoking since he was an infant?
I'm from the Bronx, boy. You can't really get away from it.
You want to say something, or are we done here?
Give her a second. She's dying.
Seeing.
Jack, breathe.
Hey,
Breathe.
question for you.
Yeah.
Do you know anywhere where we could actually find information on griffins?
Oh yeah.
I didn't say any of that stuff out loud.
There's an animal daycare just down the way. They also take care of griffins. They're big creatures, but they're not that strong, you know.
How fucking old are you?
About 300. How old are you?
Don't worry about it. He's perfectly fine. And at this point, Connor just kind of grabs the egg off the table carefully, and then
Az goes over and just kind of slaps his hand, takes the egg. I found this. It's mine.
oh, then let's go.
Koresh is just gonna sit there for a second, like puzzled as fuck, looking at this man's like not understanding. Like just.
Do you want to speak to the owner? Is that what it is?
Kelly,
No,
he,
we
like,
should be good.
into
You guys,
her
he
pocket
looks back.
and
He's
pulls
like,
out,
Ma, they want you.
Ma!
No, like a tiny little spin
honestly,
top.
it's fine.
and puts it on the table and says, "Thanks for helping." And then she flies back over and sits on top of Connor's head.
Koresh still
300-year-old man now has a spinning top.
Course.
An old dwarven woman kind of walks out. She's like, "They were looking for me."
That makes more sense. Never mind, you're fine, and Koresh just leave.
They were saying
And it's
something
just so
about
done and just no.
as you guys
And
start
she
to walk
summons a
out.
mage hand, and then the mage hand goes invisible because I can do that as an arcane trickster, and just holds the egg in front of her so her hands are free and just starts walking.
As you guys start to walk out, you just hear them having the most obscene conversations. Like, yeah, Mom, they wanted something about a griffin. She said, George. No, Ma, a griffin. It's like, George. I remember my first husband, George. What a man.
Romanor sets the plate and cup on the counter, and it's like, great cookies and milk, by the way. And he leaves.
Oh, thanks, honey. Here, take some more to go.
Can I just say I wanna shout out Carrick real quick here because Carrick in the chat is fucking great. That's a dwarf baby. My natural habitat is a cigar parlor.
He said, why don't you go down to the little bodega across the street and get me a pack of cigarettes? And I swear to fucking God, if you get me menthols.
Marlboro Reds.
No.
Nothing else.
It's those red.
David said, you're reminding me of my mother. Stop.
No. Oh
My God. My God. Okay.
Anyways, we're taking a walk to that.
Daycare.
animal
To daycare.
The Pokemon daycare.
Yes.
And Az just opens door, walks in, egg
Open
hovering
your
in front of
door-
her.
You open your door to see like an elven man with a clipboard in his hand, taking down notes. And he's like, "Oh, hello. What do you need?"
Mage hand floats the egg up by her face.
He's like, "Oh, that seems to be a griffin egg. Did you go to the crags recently?"
I'd rather not talk about it. What's it gonna cost to get this thing taken care of until it hatches?
Well, let's have some niceties first. Hello, my name is Oak. What's yours?
Juniper.
Okay. James is losing his shit.
Rechat for a moment. We gotta
Hold
stop
on,
here for a
hold
second.
on,
Let's talk
time
about
out.
this.
Time out. Where's your Pokedex, Oak? Give me my fucking Pokedex.
Oh,
I was
Rolodex.
the-
Where's my starter Pokemon, damn it?
I have a
I want a
Rolodex
fucking
of all the
Charmander.
animals in our continent. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I want a fucking Charmander,
Did
boy.
you just
Give it
say
to me now.
Rolodex?
He did say Rolodex.
Fucking Rolodex?
Hey, listen, guys, it's fantasy. Rolodex is the only way they can file things anymore. It's fine. Smartphones don't exist here, guys. It's fantasy.
He
No,
looks at
I
Az and he
feel like
says-
Rolodex is too advanced.
Okay, he looks at Az and he says, "Okay, so what is it you want me to do with this griffin egg?"
Romanor hands her the bag of gold, by the way.
What?
The bag
Bag
of
of
old
gold.
gold.
I thought she had
Because
that anyway.
needs that
But
to
okay.
pay for it. No, Romanor's carrying it.
Takes over
It's
his
been
house.
around, doesn't it?
Big ass dude.
I want to know what it's going to take to get this thing taken care of properly until it hatches.
And what about when it hatches?
Then you find a way to contact me, and I come and pick it up.
Well, taking care of a griffin egg until it hatches is not the hard part. Taking care of a young griffin is the hard part. Do you think you could do that?
I look like someone who cares. What you think?
No, but you do look like someone who might kill a young griffin.
He kind of like.
I know
pipes
that's a
up-
fair assessment.
Connor,
I know
Connor
that's a
kind of
fair
like
assessment.
tilts his
I
head
don't
in.
care. Like,
on top of Connor's head, and she pipes up, "I don't kill baby griffins."
And
I
he
think
will
she
be
should
like,
forget.
I'll make sure it doesn't die.
you kind of like you. Oh, shut the fuck up and act like I'm not going to kill everything I touch.
No.
I
Typically,
mean,
you
it's kind of your
don't.
friend, though.
Oak kind of like he like just eyes you up and down for a second. And he says, "I think you would kill everything you touch, which is why I'm afraid to get any closer to you."
Hold on now. She's touched me, and I haven't died yet.
You seem
I
very
almost
dead on the
died.
inside, so no.
I'll have you know, she's livened up the fucking party. In fact, I haven't screamed in at least a week.
Oh God.
Is that then really livening up the party?
I think I broke James and Shaq. I'm sorry.
You did.
It's just kind of, it's hard trying to pull myself back into character.
Connor, still, regardless, just looks over, ignoring the just leave me alone. I'll deal with this. Like, no. She's actually really good at making sure the things that are meant to die, and things that are meant to live.
Has switches the egg from her mage hand to her regular hand and uses the mage hand and shoves Connor's face. Just looks at him, leave. And then it like tries to push him towards the door, and then it moves to Raminor and kind of like pokes him in the nose, like, go away.
Okay, give me a persuasion roll with disadvantage.
That's about right.
I like how the mage hand can push
The
Connor,
ironic
but
part
she
is
knows
Az
she
is
can't push
proficient in
Raminor.
persuasion. Do you know this?
Also,
Somehow Az is
No,
proficient
no,
in
that's not right. You
persuasion.
need to switch that.
Never
Yeah,
noticed
we need-
that when I made her sheet
We need
until I think a couple of
proficiency-
weeks ago.
We need like proficiency in like intimidation or something.
Yeah.
Nah, let her
We have
have
that
Definitely.
too.
Have her persuasion, but don't forget you have chat domain 1d4.
I do, but I'm rolling at disadvantage. I managed a 15.
He listens to you. He says, "Well, if you've got all those people with you, they seem like they are less murdery than you are. So, okay, we'll take care of it until it hatches. But I don't really have many ways to send note except by flying bird. But I don't know how far you're going. So,
Quick question: how many stones are still on that gauntlet?
one.
What if that? You said it was one for every,
Yeah. One.
and so I'm wearing
Actually,
a necklace.
You're wearing a necklace, yeah. So you should have two.
Yeah, you should have 2 left.
I just wanted to make sure the count, you know?
Yeah.
He just quickly plucks one off, and to the mage hand that's kind of like pushing his face and occasionally going over to Raminor and just like kind of coming back and pushing his face, just goes, just give him this. Just give him this.
Raminor is just kind of chuckling with this deep rumble chuckle at being poked in the nose. Because you realize it's not a regular nose, it's a
No,
cow nose.
It's a cow nose. The mage hand switches over, takes the stone, and just kind of plops it in the guy's hand. And then she holds out the egg.
It's like, and this is for.
It lets you communicate with me regardless of where we are. So we'll know instantly, and we'll be back in like 10 minutes after you tell me the fact that it hatched.
Or it's about to happen.
Roughly.
Don't question it. I'll pay you extra if you don't ask questions.
Okay, I like being paid extra.
Great.
I feel like
Hands
that's
over
our
the
only
egg.
persuasion that should have proficiency. Just here, take some money.
And she
Or
just,
he's just
Thank
confused
you.
by the concept
Card.
of giving people money.
There's a
instead
twisted
of,
line.
like,
there is a. Oh God. Anyway, she's like, "Gee, thanks," and then turns around and just walks out the door. And like as she's walking out the door, you just hear, "I'm not a murderer. I'm just a very bad healer." And just as she like goes,
That was worth it. That was so worth
so
it.
worth it.
That is going into quotes. That is
Okay.
definitely going into quotes.
You guys have 3 less old gold now.
Okay.
"Oh
Yeah.
no!"
Get him a lot of money.
Okay, I will mark that.
What are you guys doing now? You just offloaded this griffin egg until it hatches.
Aliki's
We
really
still-
not sure that this guy
You
knows
said
how
3,
to look
right?
after a griffin egg. So she's gonna take the manual that she had given to Az, disappointed that Az didn't even attempt to use it, and then she's just gonna fly in and slam the manual down and be like, "If you kill the egg, I'm gonna be sad," and then flies back out.
I feel like that was a murder threat.
That was.
We're going insane. We've already gone over this.
I feel like we
That was-
just switched here. Az was like, I'm not a murderer, I'm just a really bad healer. And then Haliki flies up and's like, I'm a good healer. What was it? What's the reverse of that sentence? Someone help
I'm
me
a
out.
healer. I'm a very bad murderer. But I'll do my
I'm
best
not a-
this time.
I'm not a healer, I'm just a very bad murderer. That's what just happened.
Yep.
Three old gold, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Just want to make sure I have that right.
How many do you have left?
We're down to 34.
Damn, you guys had so much old gold. I'm about to get rid of that shit. You guys are destroying the economy with how much money
Hey,
you're
look,
putting
I still got
into
over 300 gold because I've stolen so much shit. Like,
Once you get out of this
speaking
con-
of, Az like walks out the door and like, ugh, I need to steal something. She's like looking around, seeing if there's anything valuable with insight.
Give me a perception check.
That is cocked. But it says it's a 6.
16.
Can Connor
gonna-
roll
I'm gonna
one
add one of
just
those
to
guidance.
actually give her, like a better
That's a
idea?
dirty 20.
It's a dirty 20.
Never mind.
Okay. You see a few people walking around. They seem like they're adventurers.
Do any of them appear to be holding anything valuable?
Not holding, but they have some bags on them and whatnot.
Any of them have
Real
a bag
quick,
of-
she's gonna. How far away are they?
They're about 30 feet away.
Cool. She casts Detect Magic.
Uh-huh. You catch a couple of magical things inside the bags.
Any particular schools of magic?
You find something of the School of Conjuration.
I know what my sights are set on. She is going to. And she likely. No, she's probably wearing her ironwood armor, isn't she?
Yep.
Yeah. Because she has her stealth armor, but I'm like, we're going to the crags. She'll be wearing her armor, so no advantage. But she's going to stealth first. For a 32.
Whoa.
And she's just gonna sneak up there and attempt to sleight of hand. Or okay, what kind of bag is it?
Oh, it's a latch bag, so you can like undo the latch and kind of reach your hand in.
Yeah, she's gonna do that. That would be a crit fail.
Oh. Whoa. Okay. So
Why
you,
don't
You
I
can't
vomit
see
over
me, but something just happened to that bag.
so you sneak up behind this man, and no one notices you. Literally, no one. Maybe Connor. Actually, not even Connor. And all you hear is a giant. His entire bag rips open, and everything falls out. And then he turns around to see you crouched behind him, and like everybody just like their head cannon sees their like the Grand Theft Auto busted all over the screen. And you and then Ash just standing there with like his ripped bag in his hand. He's like, what the fuck? Who are you?
Or
I am
bring-
going to cast a
Hold on.
suggestion on this man's.
don't
mass
waste spell
suggestion.
slots in case you need it.
No, we're doing this because fuck it. I want to. I said it, I'm doing it.
All right, cast suggestion.
Yeah, so it's mass. I'm going to use mass suggestion so anybody who is around that guy is also going to be affected by this so that way no witnesses. That spell is a wisdom save of 19, please.
Ooh, such a beautiful stealth roll and such an ugly sleight of hand.
Yep.
None of them. Actually, one of them succeeds. I'm sorry.
One
Which
succeeds.
one?
Okay.
Huh?
Which one?
So just a random one hanging out with him.
Okay.
Okay. So, I'm sorry. My friend here's a bit clumsy. But if you don't recall, we did actually do some business with you a little while back, and unfortunately, you did promise us that item, and you never actually gave it to us. You think we could grab that from you?
Like a minotaur is like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? It's like, listen, dude, I told her I would give her the scroll of fireball, and I need to make good on that promise. It's like, no, she just fucking ripped your bag open. It's like, dude, calm down. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. We can get another one from my dad. He's rich as fuck. You already know that. So it's like, it's fine. We can just give her this.
Can I?
Like, can you do what?
I'm gonna look to the Minotaur. I'm gonna look to the Minotaur, and I'll make an intimidation check for this. Why don't you go stick your horns somewhere else in someone else's business?
Okay, cool. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Give me an intimidation check.
Okay, I'll do that, and then we'll flavor it. We'll see how good he does. Come on. That's a 27 intimidation check.
Oh Jesus, he looks at you, and how do you flavor it?
So like that purple, like violet, shimmering, like arcane psychic energy just kind of pours out of the mouth, and like the eyes kind of like switch colors, and the head cocks a little bit more than it probably should to be physically possible.
Oh, like
Just
that episode of Family Guy when Stewie just goes completely sideways. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, that just like. Stop.
He looks at you, and his eyes go wide for a second. And he just says, "Yep," and then he just turns over and walks away. And the man hands you a scroll of fireball.
Meanwhile, all that's happening,
you, kind.
Connor's just gonna kind of like walk over very quietly, calmly, kind of like grab the bag real quick, and in his hands are gonna be 2 lodestones that he uses to just mend the bag together again. And then just hands it over.
And she hands back the empty bag as she takes the scroll. Thank you. Is there any what else was in that bag?
What else was in that bag?
Yes.
Just rations. You did see a dagger in a wooden sheathing, though.
Can I sleight of hand the dagger?
You can try.
Can I attempt?
Yeah, you can try.
I feel like it should still be the nat one.
Can
The 22.
I was actually about to say, can Connor help, like, kind of like kick it over towards her as
She
he's mending
snagged
the
it. It
bag?
was a
But yeah.
22.
22.
Okay,
And
cool.
so she like goes and like picks up the other stuff like to hand it over. She just kind of grabs it. Does it absorb into her?
Not this one.
Not this one? Okay. So she's kind of like, that's weird. And then pockets it as she hands over the rest of the things. Here she goes down and acts like that. Sorry about that. It's been a bad day. Anyway, goodbye. And just turns around and walks away.
Thank you kindly for your
He
patience.
just looks at you. He says, "Bye-bye," and he just runs away.
Yeah.
Question: what level spell fireball scroll?
That will be a 6th level fireball. That's a powerful fireball.
So as they like
Or a
run
5th
away or,
level?
like leave.
The highest level of fireball can go. I think it's 5th or 6th.
That's 9th.
Apple can go
I
to
mean,
9.
you can scale a spell.
Oh, I can go to 9 on. Never mind, 6.
Okay.
So-
I was gonna just like, you are not about to hand me
I'll take a
that.
9th level fireball.
So
Can
as
anyone
they're
here
walking
actually
away,
cast that though?
That's a
I
scroll.
I believe I can as an arcane trickster.
I believe
Arcane
you
casters can do it.
I believe I can also do it.
Yes. But as they walk away, Parsh is just gonna wave. It's like, thank you for your patronage, and then like as like if the Minotaur tries to like look back, it's just a.
Okay.
She pockets that, and then as she walks away, she's going to pull out the dagger in the sheath and look at it.
As with your background, you can easily tell that this is a poisonous dagger, which is why it wasn't absorbed into your things.
Really? Awesome. Okay, she's proficient in a poisoner's kit. Can she determine the type of poison?
Yes, it's a neurotoxin. It will stun enemies.
I love this.
Oh.
She kind of gives it a sly look and smiles. Today has gotten just a bit better. She's that puts it on her belt.
You're welcome.
Don't expect a thank you. I'm definitely not soft enough for that. Doesn't matter
No,
how
I
long
know,
I've
but
been
I was
asleep.
just gonna say it.
All right, we'll take a break here, guys.
Back in 10.
All right.
See you soon.
MR, Hep B, or
And we are back,
varicella.
folks.
Ooh.
Hi.
A lot of stuff.
Hello, hi. Well, before we let Shaq do her thing, we want to tell you guys something that I've been itching to tell our audience for a long time. Mainly because, well, first of all, let's go back. Twisted Perceptions was my brainchild. I really just wanted to get a group of my friends together and play Dungeons and Dragons. And then we all started talking about streaming, and then bada bing, bada boom, here we are. But ever since then, we've gained some traction, gained some people, some followers, whatnot. And we're actually nearly at 100 followers on the Twisted channel. I don't know if you guys knew that. And we decided that, like, one thing is cool, like having our set Sunday stream where people come and hang out. But we want to have something where people can, listen at their leisure. So we have since decided to come out with a podcast. This is something that's been in the works for a while. We've already started recording kind of sparsely, getting some things together from there. And yeah, we're not going to make any announcements on any other socials. This is just for people who are here right now and people who are on our Discord server. So Shaq will tell you about that in a second. But yeah, we're starting a podcast. It is not going to be the campaign in Twitch. If it gets enough traction, we'll probably start to upload this one, the Tales of Mashirma campaign, into our podcast platform. But as of right now, it'll be a completely different game that I will not give the premise away to. And yeah, I'm very excited for that. It'll have some familiar voices from this table, as well as a few voices from the Player Hater Gaming table. And it should be a lot of fun. It should be a lot of fun. For those of us who have already done some recording together, you kind of are getting the vibe of the game. So it should be real cool. It's set in the same place that we're in right now, in the world of Ashirma. So I'm really excited for that, and I'm really excited to get to it. So Shaq, if you want to take it away.
Hi. If you're not used to my face, get used to it, and my voice also. I'm here to tell you to go follow our social media, because that's just a very good thing to do if you guys like us. So primarily Discord. Go ahead and join our Discord. You can join it right there on our Twitch page. There you just see a bunch of links. It's right there at the top. We want to hang out with you, get to know you. A lot of the point of Twisted is we want to build a bigger, more interconnected D&D community and enjoy each other as a bunch of nerds. So come and join our Discord server. We've got a few other social media you should check out. We have a YouTube where you can check out our past episodes. And this is also great if you can't make it every Sunday, just kind of catching up with us, and all of our things will be on there. We have a TikTok and an Instagram where we'll be posting social media stuff. And we have a Patreon. We recently changed our subscription prices on that one, but Patreon will give you access to certain features that others do not have. At a certain level, you can suggest NPCs that may show up in stream. At our highest, you can actually possibly show up on stream with us as the NPC that you have recommended, and a bunch of other things that we'd love to get started with you guys. So if you would like to support us, that's a great way to do that. And all funds are just going towards us getting better equipment to stream, and just make this better for all of you guys. So yeah, check out our socials.
Something that not everyone, even in this stream, knows right now that I am happy to announce. I think maybe only a couple of people in the stream, and Brandon from PSG knows. But I'm happy to announce this because I forgot to say at the beginning of the stream. Welcome to Twisted Perceptions, brought to you by PHG and Riverside FM. We officially are partners with Riverside FM as of like last week, which means that we actually have a code. If you go and use our code, which we'll release on our socials at some point, you can get a subscription to Riverside FM, which is basically a video and audio recording platform that records very high quality, very surprisingly. It's actually quite good. Shaq can attest, and so can Riley. And basically, we'll get a 10% commission off the top, and you'll get a great recording platform if you want to record remotely with some of your friends. So with that, let's go ahead and jump back in. As your Starosa, You have a poisonous dagger on your hip now, and a scroll of a 6-level fireball spell. What are we doing?
She is quite satisfied with herself and her loot for the day. Pockets everything and turns to the others. I've been asleep for a week. I obviously don't remember where exactly we're going. Can somebody take the lead?
Well, I suppose we're still going to the crags, which would mean, I guess I'm point for this. Looking around at everybody for some form of approval because never have taken point before.
Connor just remembers the fact that they actually had a map and everything, and just kind of like puts it into Koresh's hand, and just taps him on the shoulder. You got this.
Are we walking,
You do it.
or are we finding a way to get there faster?
We have our mounts, don't we?
Do
We have
we?
our mounts somewhere.
I thought
It's
we
not the
left
Dungeon
those like
Master's
hounds
stuff.
ago.
No.
Because we've been using the ball to like bounce between places. I don't know where those things are anymore.
Well,
Dominor's
Haliki has
Rhino.
No, because this is the first time we actually came here, so
Dominor
we would
always
have had to
has
use the
his
mounts.
rhino.
Well, I mean, Haliki has the math tree. That's now a staple. It'll follow her wherever the fuck she goes.
at least.
Oh.
No, no,
next
wait. The
day,
awakened spell. What's the time frame on when the
so
creature can
the
choose?
tree stays charmed by the party for 30 days, and then at the end of the 30 days, depending on how you treated it, depends on whether or not it becomes your friend, your foe, or goes back to being a tree.
So it is still awakened, but I would also like to say, fellow dungeon masters in our stream and on our in our comment section right now, don't you love it how they just fucking adopt the worst NPCs?
The great math tree!
This thing starts spouting tons of math questions at us. I cannot promise that As will
Wait,
tolerate it.
Ford, you said we were given items that would allow us to summon our mounts
Yeah,
anywhere,
there
right?
were items.
I did. I just didn't want to tell you that.
Yeah, we can summon our mounts anywhere. I like to think the rhino is always out, and he doesn't summon it for shit. He just rides it everywhere.
You guys are Pokemon trainers. That's what you are. Wow. I
Apparently.
turned my entire
Can I
team
set
into
up this
Pokemon
rhino
trainers.
like Appa from Avatar and have
he
the
ain't-
thing on the back?
He ain't that
It's-
strong. You can't just lay on your fucking rhino. Come on, you're huge.
It's a rhino big enough to carry Ramanor.
And you are Ramanor. Is that fair?
Like,
See,
he's gonna ride
I-
the map tree.
I will not be riding anyone. In fact,
You could climb up the
Koresh-
tree.
He'll be
There's a
riding
really
on
nice
this.
spot on the bridge.
Don't let him lie to
Oh
you.
no need. It's fine. I'm just gonna do this. And Koresh draws the rapier that was given to him by the nice silver dragon from that keep. And
That we murdered.
what? No, we murdered
No, it was
the
the
blue
blue
dragon.
dragon.
we murdered the
silver
blue.
dragon.
Oh,
It was the gold dragon, not silver, by the way. Sorry.
Gold. Okay, sorry, my bad. Because I remember silver scales being a thing. So as the sword gets drawn, these two, like, seemingly from nowhere, these wings like apparate from the back, and they're almost like a mix between what like leathery dragon wings, but they look to be made out of like segmented pieces of like a blue steel sort of thing. Sort of the same color the matte black finished on the sword. And Koresh just like gets this big ass grin all up on their face. It's just like, I can do this forever. And is also going to cast Expeditious Retreat on himself using my Pact spell slot so I can get that back on a short rest, which means I can dash for the next 10 minutes and just fucking move at 60 feet per round.
Gotcha. You see Koresh starts to fly like the wind as he just zooms through the town.
Just I can't help but picture just like mock blading.
But you have to have this. You have to have the sword drawn at all times
Yes.
while you're flying.
Yes. Yes.
She
I
kind
know.
of looks up, and under her, hold on, I'm trying to remember what languages she's.
And since you're flying around so fast, I knew you would do this, so I have to make you make a dexterity check for me. Thanks.
A dexterity check.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I just, like you could impale somebody, like.
Motherfucker! No, he's too high to impale somebody. He is flying 30 feet off the ground. If there is anybody that tall.
I mean, a crit
Okay.
fail, like.
Come on, don't fuck me. It's an 8?
Oh shit! Oh.
Dude, come on.
Does he
He's like
stab
30
me?
feet. He's 30 feet in the air. Why would he be hitting nobody?
No, you are riding. You're flying so fast you don't even notice. You just face plant into a wall.
It's Wile E. Coyote cartoon, like, and then like paper peel from the side of the building.
You're clearly not used to flying, so.
Well, I have wings. Korish has had wings before. He's technically Gem Dragonborn. He's used them before.
Great. You face planted into a wall.
You just wanted me to face plant into something, didn't you?
I wanted
This
you
is-
to impale someone, but that was a whole different story.
Connor
I'm
just shakes his
fine.
head, gets onto his horse, and just slowly starts to ride out towards this.
As watches and just kind of into herself under her breath in thieves' cant. You got a sword, I got a dragon. This should be interesting.
So I just did the calculation. Ramonor without armor, without anything on, actually, is 414 pounds.
That's not that heavy. That's not as heavy as I thought he would be, honestly.
But he's also carrying 156 pounds worth of gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, that rhino's not letting you lay on its back. It would
That's-
fucking fuck you the
That
hell
is
up.
570 pounds worth of weight.
Yeah.
Ramonor is a unit.
Yeah.
He said, "I am an absolute unit on the football field." You see
You could
that?
basically,
That was the-
like replace Ramonor with a refrigerator, and we basically have the same thing.
But bigger.
Refrigerators aren't that heavy.
They're not.
Fair.
Anyway,
Replace Ramonor with part of a car, and there you go.
There it is.
as summons her mount, gets on, and internally is very thankful for this because she's pretty sure in her current condition that a walk that long would not go very well for her.
Hey, Az, what's your mount again?
I thought it was a horse.
Okay, cool.
I don't think I got anything special.
So
Yeah, no.
I think Ramonor is the only one who got a special one
Ramonor's the
because
only one that
Ramonor.
actually has a rhino.
yeah,
Bigger horses.
I mean, a horse wouldn't be able to carry Ramen right now. Maybe a Clydesdale, but like maybe.
No, that's like that is D&D term of giant, like giant spider, giant wolf,
Mhm.
giant whatever. This is a giant Clydesdale,
Yeah.
essentially. That's what could carry Ramonor.
Right, Clydie.
All right, cool. You guys are all riding your respective mounts while Koresh is his own mount, and you guys decide you guys are going to the crags, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Actually-
So
I'm gonna do something a little bit funny. Ramonor has fine steed, and he's going to cast that, and he's going to bring forth. Hold on, what was the name of it? Brain's not working. He's going to bring forth a.
Elk.
No. It's funnier than that. Where the hell is the thing? A mastiff. A
Mastiff?
mastiff large enough to carry him.
wow, that is a big dog.
Yes.
Are you going to not ride your rhino then?
No, he can be in his little pocket dimension thingy.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. You're riding a giant mastiff. People are cowering in fear at how large this dog is.
The puppers.
It's Clifford, but
The
scarier.
decorated
I see
country.
that dog was one of the gods' pets.
Listen.
That's the
Hey,
only thing
hold
that
up.
makes not Shaq, but makes Az turn into something soft is when she sees the master. She's like, it's a
A
pupper.
big,
Does not say that out loud.
a
No.
big red mastiff. A big red mastiff. Because that is Clifford the big red dog right there, okay? That is a 20-foot so tall dog.
If you guys get attached to this dog, I'm going to kill it.
Can't kill it,
Swear
but
to
he
God.
can summon it.
He can just summon it
Summon
again.
it
It's like a
again.
familiar.
I know, okay? I fucking know.
Ford just finds new and more traumatizing ways to kill the dog.
And
like
it's
that
not
next time.
it's not just a regular mastiff, it's a Tibetan mastiff, so it's long fur too.
If you, it's that math teacher bringing in the fucking, no, it's the English teacher bringing in the puppy into the classroom. Like, okay, guys, so this dog's name is A. If you fail the spelling bee, I kill the dog. that is Ford right there.
Don't give him ideas.
He's already writing them down.
No.
As they're riding along, Az puts on the necklace and reaches, thinks in Connor's direction. I want to know what you know about the mark.
Connor, just looking forward, not really drawing any attention, just goes, well, in his mind, back to her. Those who wear the mark should not be around anymore, from what I understand. They were all hunted and killed, so seeing that on you was a bit of a surprise. I'm not going to
Yes.
tell anybody if you don't want me to.
Listen, as you all are, you'll stick with me, and nothing will make you fall away. I don't know how well this will fly with anyone. And you're close. Hunted isn't particularly the word for it. Well, not for them, but it is for me.
So, hearing that, he just goes, well, if I know this party as well as I think I do at this point, you have Happy-Go-Lucky and Mini Happy-Go-Lucky that'll do anything for you. And you also have the scaly boy inside the wall right now. Once again, he's not pointing or anything, but he's just like saying this to her. Who would probably curse out a god for you. Though he kind of already did, even though he actually before became a god and he made it into a god apparently. So there's
Who
that.
that one already knows.
Oh,
They saw it when we were together for 3 months.
gotcha. So,
Unfortunately, it's a bit hard to hide
well,
when it comes to that.
you still have Ramanor, who's not going to hold anything against you for any reason. And if anybody tries to get to you through him, I feel bad for them. He'll probably launch them into another country.
Or
We have
So-
another game of golf, but this time it's with people instead of twig blights.
And I'm pretty sure Heliki will create another math tree without meaning to and just make them stupid. And then me, I'll just be the meat shield in front of you. So yeah, So
I
you
love
have
it's because none of you have seen Heliki in combat. That you're just like, ah, yes, she will create a map tree maybe and save you.
No,
all
we
the
did
time.
against the dragon. You cast
Yeah.
Blight and just like necrotic the shit
Listen,
out of that
I
thing.
put the math tree in there as a joke, and you guys decided to fucking adopt it. Okay.
We did no such thing. It was the druid's fault.
yes,
You gave the druid a talking tree.
yes, you
You
did.
did.
You
That was
didn't
your
think that was
doing.
going to happen?
Listen, it's always the NPCs we never expect that you guys just love. Because like I've given you a bunch of lovable NPCs, and all of you are like, ah, fuck them.
That's not totally true. Okay, no, it is. But-
Except Romanor's family. You just were afraid of a family.
That's true. Az was just afraid of her family.
Yes, she was. Anyways, as back to the thing. I'll think about it. For now, that story is not exactly one best told on the road.
Well,
And then takes the necklace off before he can respond.
all she would have gotten was a well, and then that was it. He just still like says what he says, not
He
knowing,
just doesn't hear it.
and he just
Can
leaves it alone.
I make a perception check to see if they were staring longingly into each other's eyes for just a little bit too long?
He wouldn't have been looking at him.
No, he
Like
would have been.
staring away from each other like star-crossed lovers.
Yeah,
He's
that
looking down
too.
the road.
Yeah, but like, is he looking down the road like, God, I'm in love with Azurus? But
We will-
no one can ever know. We have
We
to
will
know.
make this canon that Azurus and Connor get together.
Nah, come on now.
No.
Just
Doesn't have to be a thing. Doesn't have to be. It's
I'll
just
keep
something
gunning
we
for
really
it, but
want.
the more you press for it, the less I am inclined.
I'm not pressing at all.
Am I?
I only just came to this ship right now. Like, James said this, and I was like, yes, actually, this sounds like the perfect ship to jump on. And I'm here now. Okay? Like, I want
I
to
was
be
making it-
involved.
Lord, I
Yes.
swear to God, if you let them make that perception check.
I want to make the perception check.
No.
Damn it!
Romanor's too busy looking in his bag.
Heliki is
Anyway, we're all
really-
following Koresh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Koresh every so often does like a fucking like loop the loop and like just fucks around with these wings that he knows doesn't have a time limit anymore, so he's not too worried about it.
It's adorable.
The man's had a 1 minute time limit to use these damn wings before, and now he's just got infinite wing.
Yes.
But now the sword is safely placed to the side, still held, but like not like a dart going forward, like Superman trying to skewer a goddamn thing.
Good. So, as you guys are walking, you guys see a goblin running in your direction. Just a singular goblin. As you all know, goblins, 1, tend to travel in packs, 2, are now often seen in plain daylight, 3, usually are trying to trap people, not run directly head on. So something clearly is wrong. And all you hear is, they're dead! They're fucking dead! And he just runs past you all. Like, he doesn't even annoy you. Like, he doesn't even, like, stop to talk to you.
As immediately, like pull at her wrist, and then the sunblade forms in her hand. And she's
Romanor
riding
looked like he
horse.
was about to say something with a hand in his bag. And he just stops and puts the bag back on while drawing the hammer.
Can I
Really
circle
cute in the
back
middle
and
of,
like
like,
grab this
hiding
goblin
up.
with 90 feet of flying speed?
And, yeah, go for it.
I'm just gonna fucking and like basically like pick him up in the arm that doesn't have the sword in it because the sword is pointed back. I am making sure to explain this properly so I don't skewer a goddamn goblin.
All right, cool. Give me a strength check so you can pick it up and carry it with you while you're flying.
While this is happening, Heliki's like in the middle of tying another one of her like pretty little tree decoration charms to the tree, telling it how lovely it is. And then this goblin runs past, and she's like, "Man, we just made you pretty."
The
Like
tree
she
looks
knows
at you.
it's gonna get
He's
messy.
like, the tree looks at you. He's like, "It's okay, dude. You gotta
Okay,
do what you
dude."
gotta do." Should I math tree that goblin for you? You pick up the goblin and you bring him back to your team.
Right. Well, you start screaming about people being fucking dead, and you just fucking walk past the giant group of scary assholes that are walking past you. Usually those are the kind of people that you find.
Hey, calm down. We don't need you talking to me like that, okay? I am an actor, and you ruined my scene.
Ooh.
Right. And I'm the fucking wayfinder, which I'm not.
So you think I'm lying?
No, but you're fucking annoying me right now, so I'm going to be a little shy towards you.
Well,
Can we see if he likes heights or not? And he just walks over and grabs him and lifts him the entire, like.
Well, Korsh is already in the
11
air.
feet?
He's like 30 feet in the air right now.
Oh,
he's
he's
already
okay.
being dangled. He's like,
I've been in the air before. Have you ever heard of a trapeze? Let me down.
poor choice of fucking words there, mate. Fucking just let's go.
Oh, I am the witch and the audacity of this bitch.
Leaky flies out to catch, and she's like, "That's not nice. Are you really an actor? What was the play you were doing?" And she like slowly lowers this goblin down, and she's kind of like wobbling side to side because he's much bigger than her as she tries to like land them both safe.
It's a new play. It's out in Hammerfall Hills. Why am I forgetting the name of the play that I gave you guys? What the fuck? What is it called again?
The thing back where so help me.
So help me. So help me.
So help me.
Where are my
So
notes?
help
Where are my
me.
notes? My notes are failing me. I think I failed to take a note of this one. No. Jesus Christ. Help me.
It's fine.
Does anybody remember what I called it? Somebody had a poster of it.
Red or blood or something like that.
Red something, yeah. It was you grabbed
Red
a
Opera?
poster. Yeah, the Red Opera. That's exactly what it is.
The Red Opera.
He's like, it's a real hush hush thing. It's not completely free out in the open yet. Only a few places have even gotten posters for it. It's called the Red Opera.
Why are you running around in the crags screaming about it then?
Because I need to practice. Didn't you hear me say that?
By running around in the middle of nowhere,
Listen,
screaming.
the Red Opera is a real play. I know that doesn't make any sense. It's a real play. People.
Can I insight him?
Yes, sure.
Yes.
Are you telling me? Are you telling me that he's practicing for a reality TV show?
That's a 19.
You know that he's telling the truth. He's just explaining it terribly.
Right. Well, I did see the poster for that because I was the one who originally picked it out, if I remember correctly, and then I was trying to subtly hide it from David.
And now Rambo has it, and that's when you had your dad talk.
I heard about that, but let me ask you your logic here. You're in an extremely dangerous fucking mountain range, screaming about a bunch of people fucking died, and running around with your full head with your hands in the air.
Well, I want to know I want to get the real experience, you know? People die in this play. And like,
Push him down and move on.
Wait, you're going to go into a play where you're going to die?
I'm not going to die, but some people are going to die.
How do you know that you're not the one that's going to die?
And he pauses. Fuck. Well, maybe I won't die. If I don't die, I know I'm going to make a lot of money.
So wait, people are actually going to die, or is it like die in the show?
No. People will die in this play.
Like
Connor
really die.
just simply rubs his he just goes like this. He's just like, just toss him somewhere in the bushes and let's just keep going.
But
When is the play happening?
Romnor pulls out the poster and shows it to the group.
You guys see a picture of a blue tiefling in what seems to be a pinstriped suit, holding a porcelain mask covered in blood.
Fuck.
Yeah. So
Is this like, you know, the two masks that I've got hanging on my belt?
Nope.
it's not like it, but okay. I was under the impression when we saw this that it's a mask holder, but don't mask holders each have their own specific kind of mask? Like it looks similar, but it has different design etchings to it.
Yep. And this would
Does
be
it
one
have-
of them.
Yeah.
Does it have a
Is there a number on the mask?
You can't see it. It's not facing.
Okay. Alright. So, we're gonna play a game. You and me.
I think he's like holding on to this goblin. Like, you guys are mean. He didn't even know he was gonna die. At least be nice to him. But she doesn't say anything. She's just looking at you all like, try and be like humans? I don't know.
See, if Koresh would have heard that, the first thing they would have said is, I am the farthest thing from fucking human. So...
And the worst part of all is, Connor would be like, I'm the only human in this group.
Romanor isn't like trying to bully this man, but he wanted to make sure it was the truth.
So
And he follows the rules
understand,
of nature.
if you're going to try and practice for a play, maybe do it in a space where people actually understand that it's a play. So that way you don't give people like us who actually deal with nearly dying on a daily fucking heart attack.
Okay.
Right, now off you fucking pop.
Aliki kind of like looks at him and she's like, are you sure you want to be in this play?
Not anymore, but I already agreed, and they're gonna just take
What?
me when it's time.
Buddy,
How do they take?
buddy.
Where do they take you from?
And he shows you, he pulls up his shirt and shows you like a little diamond in his chest that says, they'll just take me.
I mean, I
That's
could
what-
take that off of you for you.
I don't think you can.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
He kind of just holds out the rapier. And it's just like, I mean, we could
He
test the
just
flesh
frowned.
way.
Aliki just frowns. Have you tried dispel magic? Have you tried to undo the magic?
Yes, I've tried everything, but that man with the mask just put it in me. And that was it.
Man with a mask?
I'm gonna collect him like the tree guys, and she starts like flying this goblin up the tree so that no one else can
Connor
take
just
him
like,
up.
Connor just like,
Haliki,
wait,
Haliki.
wait, hold on, Haliki. Hold on, 1 second. 1 minute.
Yes.
You said man with a mask?
Yes, man. There's a man with a white mask.
Did the mask have a number on it?
Yes, I think it's had a 7 on it.
Okay, so we are definitely gonna go enjoy this play too.
At some point, when is this play supposed to actually happen? Do you know?
I don't know. They just teleport us to them once it's time for us to go on.
Well, then I wish you luck. I mean, we can't like, and Koresh is gonna like telepathically to Kaliki. You realize that even if we do take this goblin, he's gonna get teleported and probably axed off anyway, right? It's basically like
We're
adopting.
holding on to him when he gets teleported. Then he can get teleported with us. And then for the first time, Koresh is going to experience the cognitive dissonance that Connor did, because all of a sudden, Aliki's mental state becomes way more mature, and she all of a sudden like kind of perks up in his head and says, I really think that you should consider the idea of a Myconid network. I think it would be the only thing that could possibly keep us all together while we disappear like this, so that we can always come back to the same root core of the problem. I also think that this goblin is way more important than you are giving him time and effort for. Why would he just let someone go if he's using them for slavery? He's clearly drawing people in. If we get pulled in like the rest of the people and we're part of the crowd, maybe we can do something about it. And then she gives you classic dog blep face and she says, he's mine now. And she starts waddling along the tree like that didn't just happen.
She's just just gonna sit there for a minute and just.
Connor, seeing the face.
I'm trying to find my sanity. I think you fucking trained out my ears right there. What
I
the
think
Connor-
he
fuck?
needs to take some psychic damage.
Connor, seeing that reaction.
I do need. I will
rides,
get myself psychic
rides up
damage
to
right now.
Koresh
Hold up. Let me
and
roll
just
this
pats
shit.
him on the shoulder and just goes, "Yeah, that's a thing."
You know what? For that, I will give myself 2d12 psychic damage. Y'all can see.
D12?
Oh no, take 1d4.
Nah, that's 14 damage. I'm gonna take it. Listen.
Why are
Koresh
you
is-
hurting yourself?
Because Koresh is not a very complex character, and he just got the fucking entirety of like some engineer's textbook drilled into his brain for a hot second. He's gonna take that damage. If a dad voice.
Up and is just completely intellectually on par with like adult geniuses, and then goes back to, look, I'm collecting now. Bye.
It's just like listen. If I remember correctly, you used a D12 the first time Ramonor gave him the dad talk, did you not?
4.
It was a
Was it D4?
It was a
It was a
D4.
D4.
Screw it. Fine. I'll put that down to 4 because that was what the other D12 rolled. But my God.
That's funny. All right. The goblin, he was like, "Can you protect me?"
Cass is just sitting there, having no idea what mental conversations are taking place, and is like,
Can we keep moving?
Please?
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
no,
yes.
you can. Much-
Yes, to
I'm like-
as we can keep moving. She likes to move fast. And also, yes, you can stay here in my tree with me. Sorry, tree, you are your own sentient being and you have sovereign rights. You are not my tree. I just meant like my friend tree. Please don't be offended.
Problem, dude.
Yeah, we'll keep going. Koresh is now like,
I
trying
planned
to figure
for this to go very differently. Heliki, are you holding
welcome.
on to the goblin right now?
Yeah.
no!
I
Hugging
need
him.
you to make me a charisma save.
Sure thing.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
16?
Okay. Whew, okay, Heliki, the goblin out of your arms just blip is gone.
Right, we can move on with one less person. Anyways,
I'm scared they're gonna kill him. You
Heliki,
might not care about one goblin, but I care about everybody because one
Haliki.
person might not
How
be
far is this
everything
play?
to you, but you can be everything.
How
to
far
one
is it?
person.
It's in Hammerfall Hills.
Which is
Heliki,
Far.
understand that
Minimum.
no matter what we would have done or what we tried to do, you basically adopted a sick fish. Fish don't last long on the best of days or on the best of years. They last probably 2 to 5 years max. That one was on its 5th year.
No,
There was nothing.
That's because-
There is.
she's like screwing up her little fists, and she realizes that she can't eloquently say what she wants to say with her words, and for some reason it won't come out of her mouth. So psychically, she just sends it out to all of you, all at once, and she's like, "No, that's not what I'm saying. That man is a slaveholder, and he does what people do to fairies. He's gonna rip their wings off, and he's gonna put them in little cages and make them fight each other to the death. And that's not okay. And you can't tell me that it is. Sick fish. He's not a sick fish. He's a slave." And then she goes to hide in the tree.
From now on, before Heliki goes to go on the soapbox, she needs to make a wisdom check. And if she gets over a 15, she's a genius.
Koshak actually walked away for a bit. I'm just gonna bring her up to speed. The mask wielder is the 7th.
that bitch.
So
No, the one with
As is,
the bitch is the 5th, not the 7th.
I can never keep the numbers straight.
wasn't that the eighth?
Whatever.
No, I just thought it was the 5th.
It's the 5th. You guys have met 1, and you guys have met 1 and 8. Probably soon to be 7, and 5th is the big bad.
Mm-hmm.
I have number 8's mask.
Yes.
So let's.
So, hearing all of that from Hiliki, she would hear Connor's voice in her head, and it would just say, "We are going there after we figure this out for Koresh."
No, it's a.
Koresh
We
doesn't
have
hear
one
you, it's
goddamn thing to do.
Well, he's actually gonna say, he's like, we're gonna go to Hammerfall, whatever it is, regardless, because that's somewhere that the ball was set to go to from the moment that we got it.
But how easily can we even return to the crags?
That's the reason why we're going to deal with the crags, and then we go there.
No.
Thank you. And she just clicks her
No.
reins and starts going.
Korish is gonna stop and say no. Sorry.
Romanor's like looking between everybody, like not sure, and he looks down at his bag every couple like glances, and he just reaches in. He's pulls out a phoenix feather. This was in my bag. I was waiting to tell you until after we fought whatever was coming, but it turns out there was nothing coming.
Once Ramanor pulls out this phoenix feather, it flies out of his hand and once again bursts into flames. And it says, "You are close. The kingdom of the giants is near." And that's where we'll end today's episode.
We are in the middle of an argument, and then everything goes to shit when Ford decides to end the stream.
Yeah,
And now we're gonna
that
have to
message to me.
stew.
Ford sent that message to me a solid 25 minutes ago. That I had a feather on me, and I was just like, when is a good time to bring this up? Because they're getting on the road, they're doing things. Y'all were having your arguments and dealing with a goblin. And he wanted, like, when he like had his hand in his bag, he had a hand up as if he was going to say something, and then that goblin runs past, and he put the bag away. He was about to say it, and then Ford was like, "Hey, there's a goblin." So like, fuck.
Ford, you have unknowingly played Koresh's worst hand. You realize this, right? Having flashbacks to the podcast you did with Bishop. This is not good.
Yep.
You're an ass.
Why you gotta do this to us?
You know,
because he
I don't
enjoys
know.
it. He
No, I
enjoys
really
the
don't know.
chaos.
At least let us finish out an argument for once. You did this with the dragon too.
I did.
You did.
I really did. I did.
It's fine.
And we're gonna
We're
sit
just-
here in the middle of an argument for a week.
It won't be an argument for much longer. It's fine. Anyways,
You know that.
because Koresh has made up his mind.
That doesn't mean the
Does
rest of
like
us
to
have.
look at his mind.
You remember?
Yeah.
Remember this. Nobody else can use that brass ball anymore. Just Connor.
Yeah. But
And if Connor decides no, it's gonna take us months to get there.
fair enough. Fair enough. All right. Well, we'll see next week, I guess. Thank you, Ford, for causing more fucking panic.
I do enjoy
Yes,
watching
Karen.
the look of pain on your faces.
Yes, he does.
Enter party chaos.
I do really enjoy breeding just a little bit of chaos.
A little bit. A little bit, he says.
It's a good. Listen, it was still good.
Yeah, I also hate ending things in the middle of an argument. I do hate
Then
that. I
why?
do hate that.
And yet
Why
you
did
do
you
it
do it?
every time.
I've done it twice, and I gotta
Then
stop.
why do you do it?
We'll see you next week, guys.
We'll see you next week. We're gonna go cuss out Ford a bit more for ending it in another fucking argument after the stream.
Okay, the last one I ended in the middle of an argument was pretty dope. You fucking shot a dragon with a
That's
with a
true.
spell,
That's
and then I was
true.
like, all right, we gotta end the episode here because that's amazing. You know, like
Yeah, no, dude, yeah, that one I can't argue with.
That is
Alright.
a cliffhanger.
All right, guys, we'll see you guys later.
See you guys
Have a
next
good
week.
one.